So it is widely recognised that the UK has a shortage of engineers. And if the country is to realise its economic and social potential, we need to attract more people into the profession. But what is it really like to work in engineering in one of Britain's biggest companies? This report now on how engineers are the key driving force behind BP.
It's estimated an extra 87,000 engineers a year will be needed every year in the UK until 2020, and only 6% of the engineering workforce are female. BP is working at every level, from primary school to post-university, to encourage people, especially women, into the field. People just like fuels development technologist Ruth Poultney.
As a student, I didn't really even consider a job in engineering. I didn't really know much about engineering until I joined BP. So I think it's really important that we make sure that young women and young students are really aware of the opportunities.
BP's chief scientist, Strank, says she's glad to be in a position to help change the culture. She told me the lack of women in her industry is something she never understood as a child.
Girls were encouraged to do certain subjects and boys seemed to be encouraged to do other subjects, and it seemed very illogical to me. And I couldn't understand why there were so few women engineers. BP has a very comprehensive range of programmes, right from primary school age 5 right through to post-university.
Engineers are crucial to BP's business right across the world, but Britain is facing a severe skills shortage in the field. So BP is working at a community level with schools and universities to encourage the next generation of engineers. Oliver Taylor is engineering manager for BP's Castrol InnoVentures. He regularly visits higher education institutions to inspire undergraduates and postgraduates to join him in the business.
So I'm involved with a project called Poultney Student, which is sponsored by the Institute of Mechanical Engineers. So I actually attend that event from BP as a design judge. We go back and we look and we judge up and coming students and inspire them to build the best cars they can for this competition. So I think it's really important for that early year engagement to really understand what some of these big companies actually do, but also how you as an engineer might fit into that and how that might meet with your own kind of aspirations and interests.
There's a whole range of things that we're doing to encourage students into engineering and into the sector. For example, we run something called the Ultimate Field Trip, which is a competition for students to come together in teams to answer a real-world challenge and win an amazing prize. We have discovery days where students can come into the business to learn more about what we do. We offer paid summer internships where students have a full immersion into a real job in the industry.
And what do the current crop of BP's graduate engineers make of it all?
I've had quite a varied time on the graduate scheme. I've been fortunate enough to live in Germany for 9 months as part of that scheme as well. And I've also seen a very broad range of activities that we do.
But even before students reach university, BP is making a real difference. A key aim is to encourage more young people to choose to study STEM subjects to a higher level in schools by making their courses more interesting and inspiring.
We do that through employee volunteering with schools. We do it by creating teaching resources for schools and for museums and science centres, and we do it by supporting teacher education programmes.
Encouraging children to take STEM subjects, enthusing the next generation and making the most of graduates' potential. BP are ensuring that the brightest possible young minds are ready to join the engineering sector.